Shut your video off first.
Oh, thanks, Brent.
Yep.
You said.
Do you want me to adjust how the camera's on me so it's showing more than just my shoulders and head? Or is that okay for when I'm sitting?
That's okay for when you're sitting.
Yeah, you're okay right now.
The camera's on me so it's showing more than just my...
There we go. Yeah, we are live.
Yep.
Hey, Sarah, there was a question. One of the contestants wanted to know when they introduced themselves if you were going to unmute them or if they should unmute themselves.
If I think I can unmute them, like, yeah, I can unmute them because that would be probably easier and less awkward than them walking up to the camera to unmute themselves and having to walk backwards and
yeah,
things like that. So I would say just, but you can all see yourselves on the screen. So I would just maybe count to 5 and then start talking just to make sure that I've got you unmuted. Does that sound like an okay plan?
I agree with that.
Perfect.
All right, I am emailing the live link to Denise and to Sue so that everybody knows what's up.
Sweet.
Everybody can see my wedding board behind me.
That's amazing.
What?
Love that.
Hi, Amber. How's your baby?
Aww.
We are live on YouTube, just by the way, so.
Maybe Brent could post the live link on our
The link has been posted to Facebook once it's approved.
Good evening, everyone.
Evening, Katie. How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Good. You look great.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Evening.
Love your background, Katie.
Thank you.
All your backgrounds are really cute.
I know that. Awesome. Very creative.
It was exciting to get.
Again. Try to see if I could use that little image of the forest that I had, but it apparently wants a picture, not a JPEG. So, you know.
That's okay. Thanks for trying.
You know, you're the one with the cool theme, though. So
That's okay.
it does like you are so in the forest. It is so cool. Your family did a great job.
It was a lot of fun to put together. I've been told that it looks like a virtual background, not that it's real.
Yeah, it does. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Are we here?
We're here.
Yes, you are.
Yep.
I need to send something to you girls.
We are live.
Yay.
Amber Retzloff. I was going to send the awards list to our 3 grand family girls. Is that okay?
I'm not going to get any of them.
Yes, please do. If you have any trouble with it, let me know.
Okay, all right.
So
What?
The conversation. Miss the other.
So you're sending out the live link, is that right, Sue?
It's already out, or should be.
Okay.
Right, Kylie?
On the Nebraska website or?
It was in on the Facebook page, and Denise was sending it by email.
Yeah, Denise just emailed it, so.
Okay. My email sometimes is like a minute or two behind, so. Okay. Thank you.
So everything's supposed to be posted last.
So since I have a side conversation going on here, what did you decide, Katrina? Can we use last names or not?
When I talked to Susan about live streaming, she said to use as few identifiers as possible.
Okay. So no
But I
Bethel
mean,
locate.
we are doing it unlisted to help with that.
Right.
But I don't know.
Okay, so no Bethel locations. We can just use Bethel numbers. And if you just want to use last initials, that's fine.
Yeah, last initials are fine.
Do we know why we're getting that echo?
I do.
Re-
It's Dave.
There, that help?
No. I muted this one. Is that what helps?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, turn these back on. Hold it this way. Echo gone?
Well, I have to turn my sound back on.
Okay.
So you can figure it out. Yep, that helped.
Okay.
Again, just making sure that everybody saw the comment. We are live, so don't do anything weird.
Can we test that we're not getting that repeat again, that feedback?
Hearing feedback?
I had it muted here, but I don't think we have it anymore.
Was that a delay or is that a repeat? I don't know what's going on.
If you're watching the Zoom and then the YouTube, there is a delay. So only watch one at one time or you'll drive yourself crazy.
Good evening, everyone. We'll be starting soon. It's so good to see you guys.
All right, we are T-3 minutes. Sue, did you decide where the Go for the Gold awards are going in the lineup? You're muted.
I clicked the button. It didn't click. Between membership awards, which are Angie's, and the Dad Walt Miller Awards, which are Gene Warbine's, and it appears that we don't have him.
Okay.
At the moment.
Okay. Got
Who
it.
is going to present the Go for the Gold award?
Shelby is.
Perfect.
Got it. Renee is on. And we need Judy. No, we don't need Judy for Hike because I have the video. So Sarah, I will play the video for Hike.
Sounds good. Do you need me to make you the host again to do that?
I don't think so. I can share my screen.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I think we'll be good.
Sweet.
And then yeah, I think the Hike Awards and the Daughter Hike Coordinator announcements are all in the same video.
Yes, they are.
So those are together, just Sarah, so you know.
Sounds good.
And then I have the presentation for librarians competition. Katrina, do you know,
The girls are
they're
going to
reading
present
that?
that. Mhm.
Sweet. All right, 1 minute.
Sue, are you going to kick things off with some opening
Yes.
remarks? Okay,
Yes,
I'll
I will.
spotlight you now then.
Okay, all right. Are we ready? Let's go.
Yes.
Welcome everybody to the Find the Music Within Grand Session Awards and Miss Nebraska Joe's Daughters Pageant. We're glad you all came tonight, and we hope you're all excited about finding out who's going to be our leadership for the next year and finding out how we did on competitions, along with some other things. So we're going to kick this off. I think the first thing we have are our membership awards, and I'll pass it off to Grand Guide Angie.
Angie, I think you're muted. You're okay.
Got it.
There you go.
Thank you. I was on another page, so I couldn't see that I was muted. So I'll start again. Thank you. As the Grand Guide, I have the honor tonight to present the membership awards and grants. As the chair of the promotion committee, I would like to share with you some of the work that was done by our committee this year to analyze our membership data. In analyzing the data, what we found is that as a whole in Nebraska, we don't necessarily have difficulty attracting and initiating new members. We do seem to have more of an issue with retaining members. Given that information, and then looking at our numbers from the 2019 annual report, we can see that Nebraska lost only one member this year. While it is a loss, and we would again like to see positive growth, it is a step in the right direction. Each Bethel in Nebraska needs to work toward ensuring that each year they are initiating more girls than they are losing to suspensions, quitting, demits, and of course, majority. Of course, the Executive Grand Guardian Council and the Promotion Committee will continue to partner with Bethels to help them to be successful in this way. Now, what you've been waiting for, 2 awards of $100 each will be given to the Bethels who have the highest percentage of increase in membership from January 1st through December 31st of 2019. This year, the 2 membership awards of $100 go to Bethel number 5, who increased their membership by 31%, and to Bethel number 15, who increased their membership by 19%. Congratulations to these 2 Bethels on their hard work. Grand Secretary Denise is emailing checks to these Bethels. Thank you. Can you give me just a moment? Today at the Grand Guardian Council meeting, I presented Grand Guardian Sue and Associate Grand Guardian Dave with a gift that also will be perpetuated to MNC Shelby, MNJD Katie, and Grand Bethel Honor Queen Janessa. And I'd just like to, can you allow me to share my screen? I'd just like to share that with them in this moment, just so that they can see what they, because I think it's pretty cool. You should have this. Do you have that privilege? Do you have the green screen? The green share? I do, and when I click on it, it says host disabled. Maybe I won't be able to share it. Okay, just go. It's fine. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The Go for the Gold Awards are for new members brought in during the 2019 calendar year. From Bethel number 1, we have Shelby H. She brought in 1 new member. Emily L. brought in 1 new member. Emily W. brought in 1 new member. Bethel 4, Jessica E. brought in 1 new member. And from Bethel 15, Megan M. brought in 2 new members. Zanny M. brought in 1 new member. Kelsey A. brought in 1 new member. Abby H. brought in 1 new member. Hannah L. brought in 2 new members. Micaiah F. brought in 1 new member. From Bethel 18, Haley B. brought in 1 new member. Hope D. brought in 1 new member. Sherilyn L. brought in 1 new member. Caitlin M. brought in 1 new member. Darcy S. brought in 2 new members. Ella W. brought in 1 new member. From Bethel 25, Raina H. brought in 2 new members. From Bethel 27, Jenna H. brought in 3 new members. Bethel 63, Kennedy B. brought in 1 new member. Alyssa C. brought in 1 new member. Miley K. brought in 1 new member. And Katie W. brought in 1 new member.
Thank you, Shelby. Is Jean Werbine here? If not, are we okay with moving on to Renee's presentation?
We'll go ahead. I'll see if I can find out if he's coming.
Okay, sounds good. Renee, the floor is yours.
Good evening to everyone, and I'd like to say thank you to all of the ladies that took the Knowledge and Bylaw test this year. The Knowledge and Bylaw tests were given on Wednesday, June 24th. via Zoom and by the JD Nebraska website. We had 45 participants from 8 Bethels who took the knowledge test and 20 participants from 5 different Bethels that took the bylaw test. The knowledge test consisted of 100 questions that were taken from the ritual that were true and false or multiple choice. And the bylaw test was 62 questions, which were taken from our bylaws and the Supreme bylaws, which were also multiple choice and true and false. The test started by connecting through Zoom for instructions, and then the girls went to links for the tests. And while this was a different format, I'm very proud to say that the girls adapted really well. And I can say that these daughters are an inspiration to all of us by their knowledge and what we saw in the tests. In the knowledge test, I'd like to announce the winners, and they will be receiving or awarded charms for the top 3 candidates in the different categories. The different categories that there was the beginners category, which are for daughters who have been in the order for less than 2 years, the intermediate category for daughters who have been in the order for 2 to 4 years, and the senior category for the daughters who have been in the order for over 4 years. So for our beginner winners, in 3rd place, we have from Bethel 18, Haley D. In 2nd place, from Bethel 18, Jessica H, and in 1st place from the beginners, from Bethel 15, Catherine R. Congratulations, beginner winners. In our intermediate area, which is from 2 to 4 years, in 3rd place from Bethel 18, Sherilyn M. L. In 2nd place from Bethel 18, Hope D. In 1st place from Bethel number 8, Zoe Y. Congratulations to our intermediate winners. And for our senior category, which are for our daughters that have been in Job's daughters for more than 4 years, we had a tie for 3rd place with from Bethel number 63, Katie W. and from Bethel 18, Caitlin M. In 2nd place, we had from Bethel 8, Azaria M. And in 1st place, with a perfect score from Bethel 25, Janessa C. Congratulations to all our winners on our knowledge test. And for our bylaws test, the trophy is awarded to the Bethel with the highest percentage. This year, the winning Bethel is Bethel number 63 of Lincoln. Congratulations, Bethel number 63, on winning the bylaw test trophy. I'd like to thanks to all the daughters that participated and for those that helped and encouraged them while they prepared for these tests. Respectfully submitted, Renee Rose, Grand Marshal, 2019-2020.
We will now proceed with the presentation of the Hike Awards and the announcement of the Daughter Hike Coordinators, which will be shared via video.
Sarah, you will have to make me the host real quick so I can screen share.
Sounds good.
All right. Hold on. Sarah, will you move on to the next one and just give me 1 second? Thank you.
That sounds good. Amber Retzloff, are you ready to go for the Music Awards?
Yes, but I believe that Janessa, Shelby, and Katie are going to present the awards.
Perfect.
Yes, I will begin. Good evening, everyone. We will begin with voice, individual voice, 14 to 16. In 2nd place, we have Audrey H. from Bethel number 27. In 1st place, we have Kizzy J. from Bethel number 18.
Next, we have individual voice, ages 17 to 19. In second place, we have Haley B. from Bethel 18, Omaha. And in first place, we have Gwen L. from Bethel number 5, Lincoln.
Individual signing ages 10 to 13. We have third place Haley D. from Bethel 18, Omaha. In second place, we have a tie with Gracie V. from Bethel 27 and Kaylin A. from Bethel 63, Lincoln. And in first place, we have Jenna S. from Bethel 27, Lincoln.
Next, we have individual signing for ages 14 to 16. Third place, we have Abby H. from Bethel number 15. Second place, we have a tie with Larissa M. from Bethel number 27 and Sarah Warwick from Bethel number 63. Oh. It's my own sister. Sorry about that. And then next we have first place Elena W. from Bethel number 27.
Now we have individuals signing ages 17 to 19. In third place, we have Raina H. from Bethel number 25, Sydney. Second place, we have Coralie M. from Bethel number 27, Lincoln. And in first place, Gwen L. from Bethel number 5, Lincoln.
For individual piano beginner, we have second place Kennedy B. from Bethel 63, Lincoln. And in first place, we have Sarah W. from Bethel number 5, Lincoln.
For individual instruments advanced, we have third place Catherine R. from Bethel number 15. Second place Grace L. from Bethel number 5. And first place Gwen L. from Bethel number 5. And that completes the music awards. Thank you.
All right, now Hike Awards and the announcement of our 2020-2021 Daughter Hike Coordinators. Make sure to share my sound.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the hike portion of the virtual awards and pageant night. I'm Judy Werbine, the chairman of the hike committee. On June 29th, 2019, the Find the Music Within grand year began, just like any other Job's year. But several months ago, as we know, it took a drastic turn of events. And so we find ourselves here together celebrating the end of this year virtually. Though it certainly is not what we wanted, it does give us a time to come together and acknowledge what all of our daughters, adults, and Bethels have accomplished. I know that not all of our goals were achieved, but I also know that along the way we have learned a great deal about ourselves and each other. We've discovered what is really important to each one of us. We've learned about ways that we can stay connected and through it all to make what seemed impossible possible. Fortunately, our technical age has helped us stay connected and is how we are able to be together here this evening. It has been my honor this past year to serve as chairman of the Hike Committee. It was a very special year as the Hike Fund was with Kids Helping Kids was founded in 1985, and so we are celebrating our 35th anniversary this year. This spring, the Supreme Hike Board of Directors realized that not all the fundraising was going to happen due to COVID-19. So they launched a 5K hike, run, walk. There were 276 participants and 101 individual donors who raised $13,219. Of those jurisdictions participating, Nebraska was fourth, with 24 people taking part. In addition to the 5K, to date, Nebraska has raised a total of $17,238. Our grateful thanks to those of you who have been a part of any of those fundraising activities. Always remember that every little contribution does make a difference. I do want to thank all of the Bethels for the fundraising that was done across the state for hearing impaired children. I know that there were additional activities planned that couldn't happen, but keep those plans in mind, and I will look forward to seeing what we can do next year. I would now like to announce our Hike Awards for the 2019-2020 year. To the Bethel, who raised the most money this year, $3,524.52. Bethel 14, Nebraska City. To the Bethel with the highest percentage raised by each daughter, $881.13. Again, Bethel 14, Nebraska City. To the daughter who raised the most money for hike, Katie Warwick from Bethel 63, Lincoln. She raised $1,769.24. I'm also very excited to be able to announce that this year we have two daughters who became members of the $1,000 Hike Club for Supreme. Katie Warwick, again, who raised $1,769, and Sarah Warwick, Bethel 63, Lincoln, who raised $1,000. Please join me virtually in congratulating all of these very special winners. At this time, I would like to introduce our daughter hike coordinators who have served us so admirably this past year. Emily Lawson, Bethel 1, Papillion. Marissa Mahaffey, Bethel 15, Fremont. Sherilyn Lampman, Bethel 18, Omaha. And Jenna Hilter, Bethel 27, Lincoln. These girls did a wonderful job representing their Bethel and promoting hike. I know that some of their activities that they had planned did not take place, and I would encourage them to not give up on those ideas, but to work with their Bethel, and hopefully they can still happen. And now to my daughter hike coordinators. I am so grateful to each of you girls for your willingness to serve as a daughter hike coordinator and for your continued commitment to Job's Daughters and to hike. You are all very, very special young ladies, and it was truly an honor for me to serve with you this past year. Thank you, girls. Please unite with me virtually in showing our heartfelt appreciation to these very special daughters. And now I will turn the program over to Bridget Waddington, who will be serving as the chairman of the Hike Committee for the coming year. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Bridget Waddington, and I will be the Hike Committee Chair for 2020-2021. I will be working, I will be working with Jasmine Jursek, Bethel 15, Fremont, and Erin Johnson, Bethel 14, Nebraska City. I would like to recognize Judy Werbine for leading us this past year. Thank you, Judy, for all you did. It was a pleasure to work with you, and you did a great job with the girls. Thank you to the daughters that applied. The committee is so thankful for your enthusiasm and eagerness on the applications. One of the main responsibilities of the Daughter Hike coordinators is to communicate with the Nebraska Bethels and assist with ideas and planning of hike events. It is such an honor to provide a family with the means to help their child with the gift of hearing. It is now my privilege to announce the 2020-2021 Daughter Hike coordinators. Our first Daughter Hike coordinator is from Bethel 14, Nebraska City, Brianna Johnson. Congratulations, Brianna. Our next Daughter Hike coordinator is from Bethel 15 in Fremont, Zanny McAfee. Congratulations, Zanny. And our final Daughter Hike coordinator is from Bethel 27 in Lincoln, Kaylin Smith. Congratulations, Kaylin. Congratulations, all three ladies. The committee is very much looking forward to working with you this next year. Thank you.
All right, moving on to music and signing awards, I believe.
We already did that.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Katie has some things to add to the hike stuff, I believe.
Right. All right. Sarah, are you able to spotlight Katie?
Can you make me the host again, Kylie?
Yes. Once I find these participants.
Thank you.
I have you listed as the host.
Oh, I see that now. Thanks. Katie, you're good.
Thank you. This year, I challenged the daughters of Nebraska to join my sloth hiking team. Any girl who raised $500 for the Hearing Improvement Kids Endowment Fund this year would receive a plush sloth doll from me and would join the team. I am thrilled to say that 10 girls raised at least $500, and those sloths were put in the mail last week and sent to your Bethel guardian. If you have not received your sloth yet, you will soon. This is what the sloths look like, just for everybody to know. I was so excited to pick them out, and I hope that you love them. Thank you for all the hard work that you do.
Oh. We will now proceed with the presentation of scholarships. So I will now turn it over to Christina Morrow.
How come we didn't announce who got it?
The Mick Memorial Scholarship is named for Ethel T. Weed Mick, who founded Job's Daughters International 100 years ago in October 1920. It is my pleasure to present the $1,000 Mick Memorial Scholarship to two very deserving young ladies. This year, the recipients are from Bethel 5, Grace L., and from Bethel 8, Malia W. Congratulations. Information will be mailed to you by the Grand Secretary, Denise. Thank you.
We will now turn it over to the Most Worshipful Grand Master, Ron Stites, to introduce the winners of the Grand Lodge Scholarship.
Thank you, Sarah. Good evening to all. It is indeed and really my pleasure to be virtually with you tonight. I have the distinct honor and pleasure to present scholarships of the Most Worshipful, the Grand Lodge, Ancient Free and Accepted Masons of Nebraska. I have 3 of those to present tonight. I have to admit that this is a learning session for me because I did not realize that you needed the Bethel for the individual winners, and you only go by the first letter of the last name. So bear with me as we go through this. The first scholarship I have to present tonight is the Glenn O. and Evelyn F. Emick Memorial Masonic Youth Memorial Scholarship. It provides students that are accepted to one of the 3 state colleges, that would be Chadron, Purdue, Peru, or Wayne, and the University of Nebraska at Kearney. The recipient must show a respectable scholastic record, be a Nebraska resident, and be active in one of the Masonic youth organizations. Brother Glenn was a 62-year member of Samaritan Lodge number 158 in Shatter, Nebraska. It is my pleasure tonight to announce the Glenn O. and Evelyn F. Emick Memorial Scholarship Award to Raina H., who, what I picked up as we were going through, is in Bethel 25. Each year, $1,000 scholarships are awarded to members of the Masonic youth groups who apply for the awards. Recipients are recommended by the Grand Lodge Masonic Youth Committee, with myself being able to make the final decision as the Grand Master of Masons in Nebraska. This year is my honor to present 2 scholarships to a couple of very deserving Job's Daughters. The first is the Job's Daughters Masonic Youth Scholarship Award. It is awarded to Kathleen W., who I do not have the Bethel for, but I would say congratulations to you, Kathleen. The last Masonic Youth Group Scholarship I'm honored to present tonight is the Grand Master's Masonic Youth Scholarship. The 2020 recipient of the Grand Master's Masonic Youth Scholarship Award is Virginia H. Congratulations, Virginia. Please join me in giving the recipients of the Grand Lodge scholarships, Raina, Kathleen, and Virginia, a round of applause again.
Yay.
This is something else that I learned. This is really cool, this virtual stuff. I'd like to thank you all for providing me the opportunity to present these scholarships tonight on behalf of the Most Worshipful the Grand Lodge, Ancient Free and Accepted Masons in Nebraska. Thank you. May God bless, and all please remain safe and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Karen, would you like to present the Eastern Star scholarships?
Yes, thank you, Sarah. It is my privilege to be representing Grand Chapter as the worthy Grand Matron this evening. Thank you for hosting a great presentation. I know virtually is not quite the same as being in person, and our compliments to all of you who have quickly planned and prepared and are executing this event. Thank you. Applications for the Grand Chapter scholarships are made to the Grand Chapter, and then the selection is made by the Grand Chapter Committee on Scholarships, recognizing leadership, high moral character, and scholastic achievement. So on behalf of that committee, it is my honor and privilege to present a $1,000 scholarship to Virginia H., I believe in the Bethel in Sydney. And Virginia, we congratulate you on this win. We're eager to watch you continue with your education. It's our privilege to invest in you. And the paperwork and all of the instructions will be in the mail to you shortly. And we look forward to greeting you personally and thanking you for your dedication and your hard work. Congratulations.
Thank you, Karen. I am now going to hand it over to Becky Blease for our Spirit Ambassador program.
Hi, welcome and thank you for joining us for the announcement of the 2020-2021 Spirit Ambassadors. It is my pleasure to introduce our Miss Nebraska Congeniality, who has been working very closely with the Spirit Ambassador Committee this year on the selection process and going over and beyond her role as Miss Nebraska to assist the judging in the 2020-2021 Spirit Ambassador applicants. Miss Nebraska Shelby, would you please preside over the Spirit Ambassador Awards and competition?
Of course, thank you. This year, I have had the pleasure of getting to know not only the Spirit Ambassadors from my 2019-2020 term, but also the new applicants. Both the outgoing and incoming girls are incredibly bright and spirited, embodied what a Spirit Ambassador truly is. For those of you not familiar with the Spirit Ambassador program, A spirit ambassador is a girl between the ages of 10 and 14 who not only possess great spirit and enthusiasm for Job's daughters, but also exemplify confidence and friendliness while sharing these with other Bethel members and all around the world.
Can I please share my screen so that we can show the slideshow presentation?
Yes, I'm going to make you the host, Becky, and then once you're done, you just have to make me the host again.
All right, sounds good.
All right. You are the host.
Okay, thank you.
The young ladies who have been representing Job's Daughters as Spirit Ambassadors for the 2019-2020 Find the Music Within Grand Year are from Bethel number 14, Brianna J. Brianna is currently chaplain to Bethel number 14 and Spirit Ambassador to Bethel 5, 8, 37, and 56. From Bethel number 15, Zanny M. Zanny is Spirit Ambassador to Bethel number 12, 17, 18, and 71. From Bethel 18, Maddie S. Maddie is currently Marshal to Bethel 18 and Spirit Ambassador to Bethel number 1, 7, 15, and 25. From Bethel number 27, Kaylin S. Kaylin is currently Guide to Bethel 27 and Spirit Ambassador to Bethel 14, 30, 47, and 63. And from Bethel 63, Grace J. Grace is currently Guide to Bethel 63 and Spirit Ambassador to Bethel 4, 6, 27, and 51. These girls have submitted their participation forms, which track their involvement throughout the year, as well as some very creative scrapbooks and reports about their year as Spirit Ambassador. While all the entries were great, the Spirit Ambassador Committee and I have found the following entries worthy of recognition. So it is my pleasure to present the following awards. The winner of the scrapbook category is from Bethel number 27, Kaylin S. The winner, congratulations. The winner of the end of the year report category is from Bethel number 15, Zanny M. Congratulations. And the Spirit Ambassador who with the highest earned participation point amount was from Bethel number 18, Maddie S. Yay. This year we had some fantastic Spirit Ambassador applicants submitted. These girls were required to write an essay about what the obligation means to them, complete an electronic knowledge test, and participate in a personal interview. They all did a wonderful job, and each of these enthusiastic girls would make us wonderful Spirit Ambassador. Before we announce the new Spirit Ambassadors we'd like to award the girls who have attained the highest score for each category. The applicant with the highest score on the knowledge test is from Bethel number 63, Kaylin A. The applicant with the highest score received for the obligation essay is from Bethel number 63, Kaylin A. The MNC project focuses primarily on membership. As an incentive, I promised the Bethel with the most girls initiated an ice cream party. That Bethel with the most girls initiated is Bethel number 15, Fremont. So I will be coming up there soon whenever we can have meetings again and bring ice cream. So yeah. I also promised the daughter who brought in the most members a special gift. That daughter is Jenna H. of Bethel number 27, Lincoln. I will be delivering that to her at a later date. In January 2019, Nebraska Job's Daughters had a total membership of 190 daughters. As of January 2020, Nebraska Job's Daughters had a total number of 198 members. 189, sorry. Congratulations to all and keep up the good work. I will now give my remarks. Nebraska Joe's Daughters, I have had the absolute honor of being your Miss Nebraska Congeniality for the 2019-2020 Find the Music Within Grand Year. And let me tell you, it was a blast. I got to meet more of you than I did at any other grand event, and I loved getting to know all of you. The very first thing we did as a grand family was conclave, and boy, was that awkward. We barely knew each other, and Janessa and I are both extremely shy when we meet new people. So half the time we were just sitting there listening to other people talk. But soon after that, we started bonding over the fact that we're both picky eaters. Supreme Session 2019 was held in Overland Park, Kansas. Katie, Dave, Sue, and I rode down together, while Janessa rode with her Bethel. Dave and Sue let Katie use a Bluetooth speaker, and every time we got into the car, she would nag them to tell them to switch it to her phone. That week, we had a lot of fun meeting other people, competing, and touring as much as we could. One of my favorite parts about that week was coming home from the hike event when we were all tired and laughing. Katie saw a bug above Sue's head in the car and freaked us all out. But the fun did not stop there. As we were laughing at Katie freaking out, she pointed out the window and said, "Look, a bridge you can drive through," in which I replied with, "You mean a tunnel?" which got everyone laughing. As we started visitations, I was super excited to be traveling the state and getting to know the people who I now call my family. I was more than ready to head out east and meet all the Bethels that I normally would not get to see at other events in the West. We saw a lot of historical sites and met a lot of nice people. After a long day of visitations, we went to Janessa's house, and Katie and I put our handprints in the ceiling. And as we were going to grab the paint from the basement, Katie found out that they had a door in the floor for their basement door, and she was running around saying it with as much excitement as you could have at 11:30 at night with another long road trip ahead of you. Now that I got some of the highlights of the year out of the way, I'd like to say some thank yous. First, I would like to thank my committee for listening to my ideas no matter how crazy they were. Thank you for being there whenever I had a question. It really did help. Thank you to my spirit ambassadors for being you. You guys are the most fun group I have ever worked with. You guys are always the life of the party, even though you were all super shy at the beginning of the year. You guys have grown so much, and I could not be prouder. Thank you to the Warwicks for giving me rides to Kearney in York and for letting me stay the night a couple times. You guys are so amazing. Thank you with all my heart. Thank you to my Bethel for allowing me to run for MNJD and giving me little gifts throughout that stressful week. You guys are so amazing, unique, crazy, funny, and extremely nice to anyone you meet, and I got to admire that from a distance this year. You have given me strength throughout this year, and I love you with all my heart. Katie, thank you for being your amazing self. I couldn't have picked anyone better to be my miss and to represent Nebraska Joe's Daughters. I love you and your mashed potato loving self. Thank you for being there when my nerves were acting up before I had to speak, and thank you for making me laugh. Your laugh is so contagious. Thank you for being my Miss Nebraska Joe's Daughter. Janessa, I could not think of anyone better to be Grand Bethel Hunter Queen. Thank you for being the quiet but funny person you are. You are so easy to get along with and super nice. Even though you are quiet, you can hear your eyes roll from a mile away. It took you a while to open up to us, but I'm so glad you did. I love your personality and how amazing you are. Thank you for answering all my questions and for looking over things to make sure they looked good. Thank you for being my Grand Bethel Honor Queen. Sue, thank you for keeping this group in check and for supplying a schedule to me whenever I asked. I do not know how crazy this year would have been if you were not our Grand Guardian. Thank you for getting me a stuffed purple cow because of how obsessed with cows I am. Thank you for being my Grand Guardian. Dave, thank you for driving us everywhere and for letting us use your Bluetooth speaker to listen to the music we like. Thank you for educating us on Bollywood movies and for always putting up with nonsense. Thank you for being a porter and pack mule for 4 crazy women. Thank you for being my associate Grand Guardian. Angela Jean Kramer, my best friend, my life organizer, my support, and my rock. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being there to listen to my ideas and encouraging me to be the best I can be. You are so inspirational and amazing. Thank you for being there for me this whole year. I wouldn't trade you for the world. My family, thank you for bringing me in this. Whoa, okay, let me restart that. My family, thank you for bringing me into this wonderful organization and for making me stay no matter how badly I wanted to quit when I was 11. Thank you for letting me travel the state and for letting me be with my grand family. You mean the world to me, and I am so excited for when Ashlyn joins. I can't wait to cheer her on as she grows up surrounded by the most amazing people. Thank you for being there for me and making this year a dream come true. Nebraska Job's daughters, I love you. I love you with my whole body, and I love what you've done to help me grow into the person I am now. Thank you for being amazing, fearless, and accepting young women, and for being friends no matter the distance. As this year ends, a new one begins, and I can't wait to meet the new grand family. Good luck to all and safe travels as your heart fills with love and wisdom. Respectfully submitted, Shelby Hastings, Miss Nebraska Congeniality 2019 to 2020. It is now time to announce the Spirit Ambassador of the Year. The Spirit Ambassador, the Spirit Ambassador of the has received. This Spirit Ambassador has received the highest cumulative score for. Oh my gosh! Let me restart this. It is now time to announce the Spirit Ambassador of the Year. The Spirit Ambassador has received the highest cumulative score from her end of year report essay and her scrapbook and her total points earned from the participation tracker. The Spirit Ambassador of the Year of the 2019-2020 Grand Years from Bethel number 27, Kaylin Smith. Please join me in congratulating her. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the 2020-2021 Be Wild and Wonder Spirit Ambassadors. From Bethel number 15, Ava Reynolds. Ava is currently 5th messenger to Bethel 15. If Ava could be a cartoon character, she would be Snow White because she has a pure heart and would fight for anyone. Ava will serve as Spirit Ambassadors to Bethel number 1, 6, 12, and 17. From Bethel 18, Haley D. Haley is currently in regard to Bethel 18. If Haley could change one thing about Job's daughter, she would make the robe cords purple so that everyone could have a bit of color. Haley will serve as Spirit Ambassador to Bethel 4, 7, 14, and 27. From Bethel 27, Gracie V. Gracie is currently Senior Custodian to Bethel 27. If Gracie could be any animal, she would be a giraffe because they are standing tall. Gracie will serve as a Spirit Ambassador to Bethel's 15, 18, 30, 56, and 63. And from Bethel 63, Kaylin A. Kaylin is currently Junior Princess to Bethel 63. If Kaylin could be any candy, she would be Pop Rocks because they're loud in numbers. Kaylin will serve as Spirit Ambassador to Bethel's 5, 8, 27, 25, 47, and 71. Congratulations to the new Spirit Ambassadors. It was a pleasure for the committee and I to getting to know all of you. We all believe that you will serve your positions well with pride. All of the awards announced tonight will be mailed to the winners by Committee Chair Becky Blease, and the 2020-2021 Spirit Ambassadors will receive their medallions in the mail from Vice Grand Guardian Amber.
Thank you, Shelby, and congratulations on an amazing year. Vice Grand Guardian Amber, are you ready to present the Bethel Guardian of the Year Award?
Thank you, Sarah. Yes, I have the honor of presenting the Bethel Guardian of the Year Award tonight. I was excited to get several entries this year, so keep up the good work, girls. It was exciting to get several. And I know there was no Associate Bethel Guardian of the Year, so let me just put a plug in there that it's important to get those in. So while all the candidates were truly deserving, one stood out as her daughters wrote about the special bond of friendship they have with her and how she makes everyone's lives easier at their Bethel with her ideas, hard work, and bright personality. Her girls also described her as kind-hearted, a social butterfly, and very understanding. She is easy to talk to during hard times and will listen to all your problems. They said you can text or call her at any time, and she makes us feel like we are part of her family. When I walk into my Bethel, I forget what happens outside of Job's. This person has been part of Job's her whole life. She has put much love and time into the organization and her Bethel for many years. Along with her commitments outside of Job's, this year alone, she has served as deputy, grand registrar, and the Supreme Bethel Committee, just to name a few. So Amy Sabatka, congratulations on receiving Bethel Guardian of the Year. I know you're incredibly deserving of this honor. And as a final note, one of your girls wrote, "She is the Guardian of the Year every year in my mind." So congratulations.
All right, we will have the girls present the awards for librarians competition. So as I move through, whoever wants to start, go ahead and start.
This year, there were a total of 13 librarian report entries. Here are your 2020 Grand Librarian Competition awards. Essay ages 13 to 15, first place, Jenna H. from Bethel 27.
In essay category, ages 16 to 20, in second place, Elena W. from Bethel number 27. And in first place, Jenny H. from Bethel 25.
In the poetry category, ages 13 to 15, third place we have a tie with Sherilyn L., Bethel 18, and Sarah W., Bethel 63. In second place, we have Audrey H. from Bethel 27, and for first place, we have Jenna S. from Bethel 27.
For poetry, ages 16 to 20, in third place, we have Catherine L. from Bethel 14. And in second place, we have Shelby C. from Bethel 27. And in first place, we have Rachel R. from Bethel number 1.
In the creative writing category, ages 13 to 15, second place we have Zanny M. from Bethel 15. And in first place, we have Allie B. from Bethel 15.
In the creative writing category, ages 16 to 20, we have first place Rachel R. and from Bethel number 1.
The general door prize winner is Allie B. from Bethel number 15. And for the Bethel with the most entries, we have Bethel number 27. Congratulations, girls.
All right. We'll make Sarah the host again.
Thanks, Kylie. I will hand it off to Shirley to begin our pageant.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Miss Nebraska Job's Daughters Enchanted Forest Pageant. My name is Shirley Carlson, and I have had the pleasure of serving on the MNJD committee for the past 3 years. This year, I was joined by two extremely helpful ladies, Helene and Sarah. This year was also truly been unique. We have faced some new challenges, but we have had some fun along the way. Our committee was especially blessed to work with a truly enchanting young woman. It is my great pleasure to introduce your 2019-2020 Miss Nebraska Job's daughter, Katie.
Thank you, Shirley. And welcome everyone to the first ever virtual Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter pageant. It is my great pleasure to introduce the rest of my 2019-2020 grand family. If they would please wave when they are introduced. We have Sue Sealer, Grand Guardian. Dave Sealer, Associate Grand Guardian. Shelby H., Miss Nebraska Congeniality. And Janessa C., Grand Bethel Honor Queen. Next, I would like to introduce the members of the Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter Committee who have wandered the forest with me to help hold this virtual pageant. Will the Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter Pageant Committee please wave? I have the pleasure to introduce Shirley Carlson, past Grand Guardian, past Bethel Guardian, past Honor Queen, and majority member of Bethel 18, Omaha. Helene Simmons, past Honor Queen and majority member of Bethel number 18, degree of Royal Purple recipient, and Bethel Guardian of number 18, Omaha. And Sarah Leeper, past Honor Queen and majority member of Bethel number 15, Fremont.
Hi.
Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2015, Miss International Job's Daughter 2015-2016, Lily of the Valley recipient, and Director of Epochs for Bethel number 15. This year, we had a group of judges that took on the very difficult task of evaluating these phenomenal young ladies. Please wave as I call your name. Ashley Murphy, past Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2011-2012. Ashley is from Ainsworth, Nebraska, where she was a member of Bethel number 37, serving in a variety of offices. Ashley graduated from Wayne State College and now teaches middle schoolers. Karen Birdsall, Worthy Grand Matron of Nebraska, Order of the Eastern Star. Mrs. Birdsall is a member of Temple Chapter number 271, Order of the Eastern Star, but started as a Rainbow Girl in Weeping Water number 5. She is still an active adult with Rainbow, serving on the Grand Executive Board of Nebraska. She also serves on the committee for the Masonic Youth Leadership Conference. Ron Stites, Grand Master of the Most Worshipful Grand Lodge, Ancient, Free, and Accepted Masons of Nebraska. He is an Air Force veteran who became a Mason in 1994 and is now a member of Scottish Rite, York Rite, Order of Eastern Star, Shrine International, National Sojourners, and Royal Order of Scotland. We truly appreciate all you have done under these very unusual circumstances. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to serve. It was a real education for me to watch those young ladies perform during the competitions they had on. I think that Ashley and Karen will agree with me that it was not an easy task to determine who was who. It was all the girls were winners. They should be congratulated for their efforts, their knowledge, and for being Jobies. They really set the example for you all to follow. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to make comments again. I hope the rest of your session goes well. It's been a lesson to me that virtual will work. Hopefully the Grand Lodge of Nebraska will not be facing the same thing come February. It's a monumental task, and whoever put this all together, I know it was a team effort. You are all to be congratulated. Thank you very much again for your time and the opportunity to speak to you. And as I said before, may God bless and all remain safe. Thank you.
Thank you. The Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter is selected for her outstanding poise, grace, and dedication to Job's daughters. Nebraska has a history of outstanding members who have assumed the leadership role that comes with this high honor. The following video provides recognition for many of those who have served in this role.
Lori Radloff. Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter, 1990 to 1991. Majority Member, Bethel number 28 of Gothenburg. Bethel Guardian, Bethel number 1, Papillion. Recipient of the Royal Purple Degree and the Lily of the Valley Award.
Heather Lucian, past Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 1993 and 1994. Past Honor Queen, Majority Member and Guardian Secretary to Bethel number 5 in Lincoln, and a recipient of the Royal Purple Degree.
My name is Beth Jacobson. I'm past Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2000-2001, past Honor Queen and Majority Member to Bethel 33 in Omaha, recipient of the Lily of the Valley Award, and currently Guardian Secretary to Bethel 63 in Lincoln.
Emily Schoenleber, Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2001-2002, past Honor Queen, Majority Member, past Bethel Guardian, and Member of Honor of Bethel 27 Lincoln, recipient of the degree of Royal Purple and the Lily of the Valley Award.
Dania Bullardy, Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2008-2009, past Honored Queen, Majority Member, and past Bethel Guardian to Bethel 27 Lincoln, Lily of the Valley recipient, degree of Royal Purple recipient, and Grand Deputy to Bethel 63 Lincoln.
Hello, I'm Katie Hergenrader Yeager, past Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2010-2011, past Honor Queen and Majority Member of Bethel 4 North Platte, and Lily of the Valley recipient.
Jasmine Yersak, Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2012-2013, past Honor Queen and Majority Member of Bethel number 15 Fremont, and recipient of the Lily of the Valley Award.
Taylor Gannett, past Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2013-2014, past Honor Queen of Bethel number 1 in Papillion, Nebraska, and recipient of the Lily of the Valley Award.
Sarah Leeper, Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2015, Miss International Job's Daughter 2015-2016, past Honor Queen and Majority Member to Bethel number 15 Fremont, recipient of the Lily of the Valley Award and Director of Ethics to Bethel number 15.
Ashton Stewart, past Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2016-2017, past Honor Queen and Majority Member of Bethel number 7 Central City.
Kylie Simmons, Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2017-2018, past Honor Queen of Bethel 18, Majority Member, and Lily of the Valley recipient.
Hannah Leeper, past Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter 2018-2019, past Honor Queen of Bethel number 15 Fremont, and recipient of the Lily of the Valley Award.
Kristen Sanford, past Miss Nebraska Congeniality 2017-2018, past Honor Queen and Majority Member to Bethel 63, and Lily the
This year, we are blessed to have 4 charming young ladies participate in the pageant. They have had the opportunity to get to know each other through virtual meetings and completed a knowledge test, ritual resuscitation, and interviews to help the judges assess what they can do to lead Nebraska Job's Daughters. Contestant number 1, Shelby C. Our first contestant of the night is Shelby C. Shelby's favorite activity with her Bethel is the Nebraska Shrine Bowl game. She loves working the game, and she believes it is a good time to bond with the girls in her Bethel. In 10 years, Shelby sees herself teaching high school history. To her, Job's Daughters is an organization meant to uplift and encourage girls to be their best, as well as helping others to reach that goal. Her message to the Job's Daughters of Nebraska is to stay strong and to stay you.
Hi, my name is Shelby and I'm representing the Wild Ladies of Bethel 27.
Contestant number 2 is Angela Kay. If she could eat any food for the rest of her life, it would be strawberries. Angela's favorite position served in Job's Daughters would be junior princess. She feels as if it is an honor and a privilege to be able to love and support her Bethel. Her message to the Job's Daughters of Nebraska is thank you for being beautifully unique. I am forever grateful to be a part of you and to know such wonderful people. I haven't got a lot of time with you all as a daughter, but I am so blessed and will cherish this time.
Good evening. My name is Angela and I represent the Fun Bethel 1.
Our third contestant of the evening is Caitlin M. Caitlin's proudest accomplishment is becoming honored queen of Bethel number 18. This was her first time as a leader, and she put her all into each Bethel meeting and created new activities that they had not done before. Caitlin's favorite vacation spot is her family's cabin, and her favorite fictional place she would visit if she could would be the Harry Potter series Hogwarts. Caitlin's message to the Job's Daughters of Nebraska is that keeping positive is sometimes the only thing we can control in a situation. Remember that everything happens for a reason and choose to grow from each obstacle life throws at you.
Hi, my name is Caitlin and I represent the beautiful and talented Bethel of 18.
Last but certainly not least, our fourth contestant is Rachel R. Rachel's most memorable Job's Daughters experience was planning her honored queen installation. She enjoyed spending time with all the majority members of her family and creating the candy-themed decorations. She felt that this was important to her, so on her special day, her decorations were made with care and love. During this pandemic, Rachel has been busier than ever. She has spent much of her time in an online theater camp that helps to cheer up and engage children trapped at home during this time. Rachel's message to the Job's Daughters of Nebraska is that you are who you choose to be, and you are perfectly imperfect, because those flaws make you who you are. If anyone tells you otherwise, don't listen to them. They are just another obstacle that you will overcome.
Hi, my name is Rachel, and I am representing the unique, friendly, and fun Ghost of Bethel 1.
Please join me in sign language applause to welcome our contestants to the stage. The daughter selected as Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter must conduct herself with poise and humility. She should represent herself and our order to other Masonic organizations and to the outside world with grace. But most importantly, she must be able to speak extemporaneously in a variety of settings and situations. With that, we will now begin the final question portion of the pageant. The warm-up and final question were previously recorded on a Zoom conference with 15 others participating. Before we show that video of the warm-up and final question, I want to let you know that there was a technical problem that resulted in part of contestant 1's response being cut short. Fortunately, the judges were able to hear Shelby's full response. I will now read you the warm-up question. After you give your answer, I will read you the final question. The written question will then be shared on the screen. After you have read it, I can read the question again. Take as much time as you need, then let me know when you are ready to give your answer. The warm-up question is, if you were a tree in the forest and fell, please demonstrate the sound you would make and explain how you determine this sound.
If I was a tree in the forest and I fell, I probably would not make much in the way of noise. I would, however, probably talk and start talking about how I was very upset that I fell. I would rather not have fallen, and probably ask anyone who walked by if they could please help me up because I don't want to be on the ground. And I don't think any tree would like to be fallen.
The final question is, Job's Daughters has been undergoing significant changes as our country has faced the impact of the pandemic, major natural disasters, and the tragic loss of life and civil unrest. As we continue to face the challenges of these difficult times, what do you see as your role as Miss Nebraska Job's daughter to help connect with others and promote the Hike Fund and our beautiful order?
I hear you. We need to be a sisterhood at this time and stick together. We understand that we might not be able to see each other, but that does not make us any less close. There might be some of us who are afraid right now. We need and help them. And I would do my best as MNJD to stand as a beacon to let people know that things would be okay and that I am someone who will be here for them if they need someone to just talk to about everything that's going on, and remind them that violence is not the answer and that every life matters.
Thank you, Shelby. You may now listen in while the others respond. Angela, I will now read you a warm-up question. After you give your answer, I will read you the final question. The written question will then be shared on the screen. After you have read it, I can read the question again. Take as much time as you need, then let me know when you are ready to give your answer. The warm-up question is, if you were a tree in the forest and fell, please demonstrate the sound you would make and explain how you determine this sound.
The sound I would make actually refers to a song by Kesha. It's called Timber. So the lyrics that I immediately thought of was, it's going down, I'm yelling timber. And that's because every time for years, every time I saw a fallen tree, or I had one fall in my backyard once, that is the song I immediately went to. And so I refer to it for every tree falling now.
The final question is, Job's Daughters has been undergoing significant changes as our country has faced the impacts of the pandemic, major natural disasters, and the tragic loss of life and civil unrest. As we continue to face the challenges of these difficult times, what do you see as your role as Miss Nebraska Job's daughter to help connect with others and promote the Hike Fund and our beautiful order?
My role as Miss Nebraska Job's Daughters to help connect would be to try and get as many people to do some sort of activity that anyone could join in, and have it be not only just Nebraska, but also outside of Nebraska, so we can connect on an international and national level too, and throughout the state with other Bethels. And the goal with that and all of it would be just to kind of get everyone involved and make sure that everyone's so motivated to be in Jobs. And my role as Miss Nebraska Job's daughter would to be kind of to lead that and to put some excitement into it and some leadership too, just to kind of lead everyone on as we get through all of this.
Thank you, Angela. We now listen in while the others respond. Caitlin, I will now read you a warm-up question. After you give your answer, I will read you the final question. The written question will then be shared on the screen. After you have read it, I can read the question again. Take as much time as you need, then let me know when you are ready to give your answer. The warm-up question is, if you were a tree in the forest and fell, please demonstrate the sound you would make and explain how you determine this sound.
If I was a tree in a forest and fell, I would make a large cracking noise then with a loud thud, because I would be a very tall tree in the forest with very long branches.
The final question is, Job's Daughters has been undergoing significant changes as our country has faced the impact of the pandemic, major natural disasters, and the tragic loss of life and civil unrest. As we continue to face the challenges of these difficult times, what do you see as your role as Miss Nebraska Job's daughter to help connect with others and promote the Hike Fund and our beautiful order?
I would promote Hike during this difficult time of the coronavirus, because with Zoom meetings with around the state, and we would send out Zoom call for everyone at all Bethels from around Nebraska for different fundraisers that the hike coordinators make up. It's a good way to promote hike because all of the people in Nebraska would be on this Zoom call who love and support hike. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin. You may now listen in while the last contestant responds. Rachel, I will now read you a warm-up question. After you give your answer, I will read you the final question. The written question will then be shared on the screen. After you have read it, I can read the question again. Take as much time as you need, then let me know when you are ready to give your answer. The warm-up question is, if you were a tree in the forest and fell, please demonstrate the sound you would make and explain how you determine this sound.
If I were a tree in the forest that fell, I would make this sound. Whoa! Bang! Because I always want to go out with a bang. But seriously, I always go out and I have a lot of fun doing it.
The final question is, Job's Daughters has been undergoing significant changes as our country has faced the impact of the pandemic, major natural disasters, and the tragic loss of life and civil unrest. As we continue to face the challenges of these difficult times, what do you see as your role as Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter to help connect with others and promote the Hike Fund and our beautiful order?
I believe that my role as Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter during these times is to connect Bethels and to find ways through social media and through online to really try and help us still communicate despite these times. I think that my role is to encourage girls through social media and through online and through trying to help them through those sources as much as I can. I believe this is some of the most, I think that this is important regardless of whether or not you are Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter, and I think this is important as any leader in Jobs, that we must find ways to connect and we must find ways to try to help our girls despite the distance. And I would do my best. I would do everything I could, try and connect through things like Discord, chat apps, and things like YouTube, making a YouTube channel. These are all things we can do to really try and help us connect during these times. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. I have the pleasure of recognizing those daughters who have performed exceptionally during the various pageant activities. The Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter is expected to be well versed in all areas of Job's Daughters, including the ritual. This year, the contestants were asked to recite the stations and duties and ritual lecture for Fourth Messenger. This year, one contestant was outstanding in her recitation. Please join me in congratulating Caitlin M. Click it. The Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter pageant is a fully self-supported event. Each of these contestants have worked hard to secure sponsors and patrons who are willing to support them monetarily. This year's contestants had a total of 414 patrons and raised a total of $1,819. Each year, the contestant who goes above and beyond in securing patrons is recognized with the Patron Award. This year's recipient had 176 patrons and raised $712 alone. Please join me in congratulating the 2020 Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter Pageant Patron Award winner, Shelby C. In addition to the Verbatim and Patron Award, we want to recognize the contestant who received the highest score on the knowledge test. As the Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter is also expected to understand the history of Job's Daughters and have a basic understanding of our order's bylaws to ensure that the rights and privileges of members are protected. The contestants are tested on their knowledge of both the history and the bylaws. Please join me in congratulating Rachel R. Congratulations, ladies, on all your hard work. Now the time has come for my final remarks. Grand Guardian Sue, Associate Grand Guardian Dave, Miss Nebraska Congeniality Shelby, Grand Bethel Honor Queen Janessa, Nebraska Job's Daughters, members of other Masonic organizations, friends, and family. This time last year, I was given an opportunity that never really set in. At my local Bethel meetings, when they called for the Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter to stand and step to the sidelines, I almost never remember that it was me. Being Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter has been a crazy mix of dreams and reality, all in one. Supreme Session 2019 will be one that I will never forget. Everywhere that I turned, there were Nebraska Job's Daughters supporting me. This was one of the best weeks of my life while also being one of the most difficult. I met some of the nicest girls from around the world closer to my grandparents. After Supreme, the visitations would move so quickly and the fall workshop warmed my heart. I loved hearing the testimonies of the adults that decided to be CABs because they wished to give back to an order that gave them so much in their youth. When I lost my grandmother to cancer in October, I was reminded why I wanted to be Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter. I didn't quite know how to move on from this loss. My grandmother had taught me so many life lessons and had been one of my biggest supporters. The love that all the members of this jurisdiction showed during this time pulled me out of my rut and helped me to get back to doing what I love. Because of all the kind notes, text messages, and friends coming over to my house, I was able to move on in a positive and healthy way. Because of the adults and daughters in this jurisdiction, I was reminded again that life was going to throw me curveballs. But because I had a strong support system, I would not fail. Traveling in the back of a tiny Jeep Renegade with Shelby and Janessa, I learned that a bridge you can drive through is actually called a tunnel. I learned that Shelby had never heard a real train horn, and while at our visitation in Sydney, she would be startled by the sound. I found out that one bed that spans the length of the entire room is more fun than separate beds for each of us. I found out that Janessa doesn't speak that much, but when she does, it is hilarious. Visitations. In Nebraska City, I learned about the Applejack Festival. In Cozad, we ran in the middle of a highway for the perfect town sign picture. In North Platte, we ate our first ice cream cone of the year. While in Sydney, I was able to see the Bible that my mom signed after her term as Honor Queen. Kimball had a game with toilet paper that I thought about during the great toilet paper outage of 2020. Our stop in Valentine came with more ice cream and listening to the Husker football game. The next day, we were in Kearney with Bethel 7 and 8 playing a ton of fun minute-to-win games. Bethel 27 in Lincoln had us for a city scavenger hunt and initiation. Spending time with the Joeys of the state continued with a stop in Fremont to meet with Bethel's 15 and 56. We'd played games and got to know the Grand family better. The next day, we were with the Omaha Bethels at Village Point having a photo scavenger hunt and receiving the cutest little angels as gifts. The last visitation of the year was at my Bethel, Bethel 63. It was amazing to finally be surrounded by my girls after being away from them for so long. I never imagined being Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter in the middle of a worldwide pandemic. This is not something that I have taken lightly, and it has had its moments of difficulty. But because of the people in this organization, members and adults alike, I have never felt alone. So now I would like to thank some of the people that have helped me through this year. Sue, thank you for keeping track of the small things in my life. Thank you for understanding that I was a planner and never getting mad at me when I needed an exact plan. Along with that, thank you for understanding that I can be an extreme procrastinator. And the reason I need a plan is so I can get it all done in an unconventional and yet surprisingly the most productive way at the last moment. Thank you for being on our side with how long we should allow Dave to speak and allowing us to be your shirt models at visitations.
Your calm demeanor and responsible personality helped us in many circumstances. We wouldn't have been able to get through the late days and early mornings without your help to keep our eyes open and minds awake. When Shelby and I were getting too crazy for the day, you were always ready to calm us down so we did not annoy Janessa. Without you, we may not have gotten along as well as we did. Thank you. Dave, thank you for being the official photographer for the year and catching some of the worst photos of me, along with some of the best. Without you, we would not have had our best memories of the year captured on camera for the rest of our lives. Thank you for being a source of entertainment and comedy throughout some of the longest days of our year. I would not change those days for anything in the world. Thank you for letting me choose the music in the car at all times. I would hope that you enjoyed our crazy punk 2000s playlist as much as your bluegrass music that was on when we got in the car. Janessa, at the beginning of this year, I worried that I would be unable to talk with you very much, which I thought may prevent us from having a great connection. This just wasn't the case. We talk about every high and low in our life almost every day. This year has been trying, and I am proud of how you have handled everything that has been thrown your way. You have truly been one of the fairest in the land during your time in Job's Daughter. As you receive your majority, please just know that you have left an impact on Nebraska Job's Daughters and my life for the better. You led over the state with grace and dignity, and I hope that you are proud of all you have done. Thank you for your quick little jabs at Shelby and I when we did not even know you were listening, and thank you for keeping me grounded throughout the year. I wish that I was with you this week, but just know that you will always be my sister. Although we did not end our year as we wanted to, I am proud to say that I went through this year with you and Shelby by my side. Never once was I alone. Shelby, thank you for always being there to have my back and to make me happy. You taught me so many things this year, including that you will chase a chicken around the entire yard for a whole night just so you can hold it for 10 seconds. To be honest, I'm not quite sure that they have laid any eggs since we've been there. You taught me that I should not take myself so seriously and that every day should start by 3 hours later and be filled with happiness. Thank you for encouraging me to always be my best, but making sure I knew I did not have to be perfect. Thank you for being my partner in jokes this year. We were by far the funniest people in the Grand family. I know that for a fact. The eye rolls of Dave, Sue, and Janessa just prove that. Whenever you were around, there was never a dull moment, and without you, this year truly would not have been as much fun. Shelby, Angela, Caitlin, and Rachel, thank you for taking this journey with me. I know from experience that none of this was easy. We have been on a roller coaster for the last couple months, and we are finally at the end. Thank you for never giving up on me and for giving your all to this pageant. You have all represented yourselves, your Bethels, and the order with dignity, grace, and humility. To the next Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter, you are coming into this position during the middle of a global pandemic. Please reach out to your grand family and others for support and do not expect to do this on your own. No Miss has ever had to go through something like this in the past. Take time to understand what is going on and never forget to have faith. Shirley, Helene, and Sarah, thank you so much for your help getting everything ready for tonight. When we visited the divots in the fall, I was overcome with emotions and excited for the adventure ahead. I had an idea on how I envisioned tonight would look, and yet I never imagined this. Thank you for working with me the last couple months to help me understand everything that I was allowed and preparing me for tonight. Thank you, Sarah, for helping to put together the videos that have been shared throughout the night that have made tonight feel so special. Emily, Marissa, Sherlyn, and Jenna, thank you for putting your name in for Daughter Hike coordinators this year and for working so hard for a cause that means so much to me. This year really tested our fundraising skills. Thank you for helping me come up with so many good ideas at the beginning of the year that I was able to use throughout the year. I was honored to have worked alongside you for this year. Thank you. Judy, Bridget, and Jasmine, thank you for supporting my ideas for the Hike Fund this year. Thank you for keeping in touch throughout the entire year and being an amazing support system for me and the Daughter Hike coordinators. Mom and Dad, thank you for keeping me grounded throughout this year by reminding me that I am only one person and I cannot be everywhere at once. Thank you for waking up early and staying up late to make sure that I always made it home safe. Thank you for spending endless hours revising and editing my speeches, letters, and Facebook posts so that I felt confident I was putting my best foot forward. Thank you again for another year of dealing with my unorthodox way of getting everything done at one time. I'm excited to have some time to relax with the family before we start another year with Dad. Sarah and Grace. Thank you for spending your weekends helping around the house while I was not there. Thank you for creating artwork for me and keeping me happy. You both help me on my hardest days and laugh with me on my best. I am thrilled that Grace will be joining us in this great organization in just a few months. I am so excited to see where your dreams will take you and Job's Daughters. You both have the best lives ahead of you, and I cannot wait to be a part of them. Just remember, dreams don't work unless you do. To the rest of my family and Job's family, thank you for your endless support this year and for many years of support before. Because of you, I have the confidence to be who I am today. This year had its ups and its downs, but with all of you around me, I never felt like I would fail. Thank you for reaching out to me throughout the year at all times. To the Daughters of Bethel 63, I have missed you all so much. Thank you for sharing me with the state this year. I would like to say that I'm back full time, but now I am off to college. I would also like to say that this year has prepared me to be away from you girls, but it hasn't. I did not have the last couple months I wanted to have to spend time with you girls until I moved away. And for that, I am sorry. But I cannot thank you enough for the love and support I have felt over my last couple years as a member of Bethel 63. Just remember that I am only a phone call or text message away. Moving away does not mean that I am gone. I love you, Bethel 63. Thank you. To the adults at Bethel 63, thank you for helping me through my tough preteen years. Thank you for standing by me through everything and never wavering in support. The love you have all shown me will never be forgotten. Job's Daughters, thank you for the best year of my life. Thank you for the endless love posts on Facebook. Thank you for the opportunity to share my love of Job's Daughters and the hike fund with Job's Daughters from all over the world. Without the love and support of the adults and daughters of this jurisdiction, I would have never been confident enough to stand last year for the 2019 Miss Nebraska Job's Daughters pageant, and for that, I thank all of you. Respectfully submitted, Katie Warwick, Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter, 2019-2020. Now we will have the presentation of the past pins for Miss Nebraska Congeniality Shelby and myself.
Matt, Angela, and I would like to present you with your past Miss Congeniality pin. You've had a really rough year with all this disappointing COVID, but you've done a really good job and we're all very, very proud of you.
I know that your year didn't go as planned, but getting to see you grow throughout our order and through Nebraska has been really, really fun, and I'm really proud of how much you've grown and gotten to kind of learn so much more than what you could have, and kind of showed yourself that you can do more than you think you're capable of, and I'm just really proud of all you've done this year.
You've had a great year. I'm really proud of your leadership and the way you stepped up and everything that you've accomplished.
Thank you.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
Kathleen, on behalf of your mother and I and your sisters and the rest of the family, I present to you your past pendant. You did a wonderful job over the last year, and you did an exceptional job over the last week getting ready for this. Congratulations.
Thank you. You can makeup on you. Thank you so much. Since we are not able to be together to do the passing of the crown, we contacted the past Miss Nebraska Job's Daughters and asked for their assistance in virtually passing the crown to the new Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter. There are some individuals who are particularly interested in tonight's outcome. Will the 2020-2021 Grand Family please wave? I have the pleasure of introducing 2020-2021 Grand Bethel Honor Queen, Rachel J.
Hi.
Grand Guardian.
Sorry, I just joined.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'm done.
Okay. Grand Guardian-elect
Amber Vipond. And
I'm so excited to find out who's next.
Thanks, Amber. And Associate Grand Guardian-elect, Brent Warwick. Okay, bye. Congratulations on your selection. I wish you all the best of fun and an eventful year. Will the contestants please rise? It is my pleasure to announce the daughter who has been selected to serve as Miss Nebraska Congeniality. This daughter will have the privilege of working with the Spirit Ambassadors throughout the year. Your 2020-2021 Miss Nebraska Congeniality is Angela Kay. Do I say something?
You can.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm shocked, so I don't really know what to say, but I'm really excited. Thank you.
Yeah. Congratulations. The daughter selected as second runner-up this evening is Shelby C.
Thank you for the opportunity to run for Miss Nebraska Job Daughter this year. Whoever gets it will have a wonderful year, and I'm so proud of you, and you too, Angela.
Thank you. The daughter selected as first runner-up will assume the duties of the Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter if the current MNJD is unable to fulfill her duties. The first runner-up is Caitlin M.
Thank you for the opportunity to run, and I'm so excited to see what the next year holds for all of you.
Thank you. It is now my honor to introduce the 2020-2021 Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter, who will represent the daughters of our order with the various Masonic bodies throughout the year. Your 2020-2021 Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter is Rachel R.
Thank you so much. This means so much. Thank you.
Congratulations. We will now have the passing of the crown video. I did not think I was gonna cry. I'm going to show you your sashes, sorry. So this is the Miss Nebraska Job's Daughter sash. And here's the Miss Nebraska Congeniality sash. Thank you. Arrangements have been made to pass on all of the paraphernalia to the new misses and to give awards to the recipients. I want to thank everyone for attending this evening. Be safe and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Wait, they'll probably say something. They'll probably look.
Are you ready for me?
Yes, we are ready for you, Gene.
I apologize. Well, good evening, everyone. I apologize for being late. My computer had a mind of its own this evening, and I had a hard time figuring it all out, but we will get going now. The Dad Walt Miller Membership Award is an ongoing program for all daughters who bring in new members. Dad Walt Miller was very active in DeMolay and a great promoter of all youth groups. And this program was established by the Masonic Youth Foundation of Nebraska in 2002 in his honor. Daughters who bring in 3 petitions receive a medallion and a certificate. Daughters that sign an additional 3 members will receive another certificate, but not a second medallion. Those receiving a medallion and certificates tonight are Jessica E. of Bethel, number 4, North Platte. She signed 3 petitions. Darcy S. of Bethel 18 of Omaha signed 4 petitions. Ella Waddington, Bethel number 18, Omaha, signed 3 petitions. Jenna H. of Bethel number 27 of Lincoln signed 7 petitions. Katie W. of Bethel number 63, Lincoln, signed 3 petitions. And Hayden M. of Bethel 15, Fremont, signed 9 petitions over several years. She's already received her medallion, so she will receive a certificate. These 6 girls have brought in a total of 29 daughters. Congratulations, girls, on a great job. Since presentations could not be made to you in person, your certificate and medallion will be coming to you through the mail. I encourage the Bethel guardians and guardian secretaries to keep accurate records, complete the necessary forms, and send them into the Grand Secretary so that our daughters can receive the special recognition that they deserve. And I have one other presentation to make also. As a member of the Masonic Youth Foundation of Nebraska, it is my privilege to present a check to the Grand Guardian Council of Nebraska of Job's Daughters to be used for the 2020-2021 grant year. As stated in their grant application, the grant will be used to generate web content and webinars to reach skills and crafts during this time of COVID and social distancing, and to host a celebration of 100 years of Job's Daughters initiations later in the year. We wish Nebraska Job's Daughters a most successful year, and congratulations to all the girls that initiate or sign petitions. Thank you.
Good evening. Now it's time for the Ritual Awards. This year's ritual competition took a very different form. Participants were asked to submit video submissions of each of their competitions. Those submissions were then judged individually by the 3 different judges. While we did eliminate a number of competitions due to the new format, we still had a total of 71 submissions. Judges' sheets will be sent out in the Bethel packets. Now, without further ado, we will let Katie, Janessa, and Shelby announce the awards.
Sarah, will you make me a host again so I can share my screen?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, 2020 Ritual Awards. For
The Honor
Queen. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're okay. The Honor Queen competition. Second place, Sarah W. from Bethel number 63. And first place for the Honor Queen competition, Elena W. from Bethel number 27.
For the chaplain competition, in second place, Sarah W. from Bethel 5. And in first place, Haley D. from Bethel 18.
The Story of Job competition. Story of Job, second place, Haley B. from Bethel number 18. Story of Job, first place, Jenny H. from Bethel number 25.
For the Joby to Be competition, in second place, Haley N. from Bethel 5. And in first place, Grace W. from Bethel 63.
The Obligation competition. Obligation, second place, Grace M. from Bethel number 5. First place, Jenna S. from Bethel number 27.
First Messenger Jr. In second place, Madeline S. from Bethel 18. And in first place, Ashley S. from Bethel number 1.
First place, senior competition. Oh, first messenger, sorry. Second place, Catherine R. from Bethel number 15. First place, Haley B. from Bethel number 18.
Second Messenger Junior Division. In second place, Miley K. from Bethel 63. And in first place, Kaylin S. from Bethel number 27.
Second messenger, senior division. Did I say that right? He looked at me weird. Sorry. Second place, Elena W. Bethel number 27. First place, Maddie E. Bethel number 15.
Third Messenger Junior Division. In second place, Jessica H. from Bethel number 18. And in first place, Michaelin B. from Bethel number 63.
Third messenger, senior division. Second place, Ella W. from Bethel number 18. And first place, Faith P. from Bethel number 5.
Fourth Messenger Junior Division. In first place, Christina G. from Bethel number 18.
Fourth messenger, senior division. Second place, Allie B. from Bethel number 15. And first place, Jenny H. from Bethel number 25.
Fifth Messenger Junior Division. In second place, Haley D. from Bethel number 18. And in first place, Jenna H. from Bethel number 27.
Fifth messenger, senior division. Second place, Sydney H. from Bethel number 7. And first place is Katrina K. from Bethel number 5.
Circle of 5. In third place, Bethel 63 with a team of Kennedy B, Miley K, McKaylin B, Grace J, and Alyssa C. In second place from Bethel 27 with the team of Larissa M, Kaylin S, Elena W, Coralie M, and Jenna H. And in first place, Bethel 5 with a team of Gwen L, Grace L, Faith P, Lauren P, and Katrina K.
Capes and Crowns competition. Capes and Crowns, third place, Bethel number 63, Sarah W, Alyssa C, and Madeline B. Second place, Bethel number 27, Elena W, Coralie M, and Larissa M. And first place, Bethel number 18, Haley B, Gracie D, and Caitlin M.
Congratulations, everyone. That completes the Ritual Awards. All right. Now I will turn it over to Grand Guardian Sue one last time.
Thank you, Kylie. We hope that everything came out the way you thought it might in the award ceremony. I would like to congratulate Angela and Rachel and the rest of the Grand family for 2020, 2021, and hope you have a great year. The judging sheets and awards and even the plaques and trophies will be mailed to the Bethels or delivered to the Bethels by Grand Secretary Denise when we get them all. So be looking for that. We're going to keep the post office in business if we can. And installations tomorrow morning at 9:30. Be sure to join in on that. On behalf of the 2019-2020 Grand Family for the Find the Music Within Grand Year, farewell.